In this thrilling moment, Godzilla, summoned by a dragon's head, sings, "Hey, I'm back." Titans gather as if saying, "Godzilla, we're home." Godzilla once again proves to be the true monster king of this planet, teaching everyone that unity is strength as all the Titans applaud like a bunch of fans. Not again, saving the Earth and humanity, while something little below seems to be planning a surprise for everyone. With a loud bang, the steel gate sealing the volcano flies away, and the fleeing people freeze in place. Is this a magic trick? Wow, after a roar, a giant creature pops out of the volcano, looking like a pioneer, and boy, that wingspan is impressive. Here comes Rodin, a sizzling titan, making an entrance while casually waving hello. What a flair. The military is like the Flash, rushing to deploy fighters, but it's clear this scene is all about ineffective attacks. Standard missiles hit Rodin like a tickle, awakening this 1,000-year-old overlord for real. Rodin spreads wings, as if saying, "Watch my aerial show," diving at the aircraft carrier, while the town below screams in unison. Where the monster passes, buildings crumble like childhood toys. Rodin easily catches up to the escaping carrier, instantly giving everyone a thrill. 4 fighter jets instantly turn around, thinking of intercepting the beast, but in the next second, they're devoured by the opponent's storm. Suddenly, Rodin treats 2 fighter jets like toys, stepping on them like squashing balloons. What a ruthless act. A pilot hurriedly pulls the ejection ring to jump, only to be gobbled up by Rodin, wanting to say, "I haven't even had lunch yet." Meanwhile, the experts are still brainstorming, but they watch as Rodin activates his aerial move, a death roll, and the fleet of jets burst like fireworks. Rodin continues to chase the carrier, everyone wondering who will be the last one standing. Just then, he suddenly holds back. As everyone's confused, out of nowhere comes the thunderous arrival of an even bigger 3-headed monster, and the common reaction is, "Here we go again." At a critical time, the Battleship Alliance dodges, leaving 2 monsters in an aerial show, but something unexpected occurs. In just one move, the fiery Rodin gets effortlessly smacked into the ocean, leaving everyone to say, "That was way too quick." The 3-headed monster charges toward the carrier, but just then, Godzilla makes a grand entrance. Like humanity's savior, when Godzilla appears, he easily bites off one of the monster's heads. Truly a one-hit wonder, as if declaring, "This is the U.S. military has a light bulb moment," and decides to fire a super bomb, but this plan sounds even more outrageous than a movie plot. This bomb could eliminate all life within a 6-kilometer radius. With a loud bang, the sea is instantly filled with floating fish corpses, and everyone thinks, this bomb can't just be for monster. But at this point, the 3-headed monster runs to the volcano, absorbing energy and seemingly reviving like a magic trick, saying, "You guys are too nice." With the grand spread of its colossal wings, it hurls to the heavens, seemingly saying, "My brothers, rise up." And countless slumbering titans. The scene is comparable to flashes and thunder, as if it's the call of summoning, a multitude of powers silently returning, ready to kick off a revenge mission. Before their eyes, cities are facing a major battle, as major metropolitan areas like Mexico, London, and Washington suffer significant. The experts finally conclude that this 3-headed monster is the legendary King Ghidorah, realizing it's not a pop quiz but a major disaster. They realize that the king's rivalry between Godzilla and King Ghidorah has existed since ancient times. When the fierce rival Godzilla falls, the Titans all respond to the new king's coronation. Too bad the U.S. military became the pawns. Just when people are ready to flee in despair, a dazzling light pierces the clouds, like a resurrection of hope coming back. Dajiang looks up and finds it's Godzilla's best partner, the monster queen Moth, arriving. As Moth softly sings, Godzilla's heartbeat returns, a miraculous moment, as if it's saying, "I'm back." Yet the revived Godzilla is still weak, and Dajiang suggests they give Godzilla a super gift. They dive into the deep sea in a submarine, finding Godzilla resting, thinking a nuclear bomb is definitely the ultimate supplement. The bomb's remote malfunctions during descent, leaving everyone bewildered. Now what? To save humanity, scientists can decide to manually detonate the bomb, resulting in a crazy operation. Eventually, the nuclear bomb detonates, ejecting Dajiang and the crew like fried chicken wings. Moments later, the blue whirlpool emerges from the depths, and the fully revitalized Godzilla descends anew, seemingly saying, "I'm back once again." When Godzilla revives and sees his companions' eager faces, he charges towards King Ghidorah, as if saying, "Who dares to be arrogant in front of me?" The Imperial Organization takes the initiative and strikes at King Ghidorah, but the results are clearly underwhelming. Haha. Battle commences, and Godzilla promptly initiates his attack with a formidable super strong maneuver, effortlessly toppling Ghidorah to the ground, swiftly followed by a tail whip, leaving Ghidorah absolutely no opportunity to regain his footing. However, Ghidorah quickly finds his footing, with three heads biting Godzilla, then grounding him for a friendly rub down, as Godzilla retaliates fiercely. Meanwhile, Mothra assists with grace, spitting out a hairball that pushes Ghidorah into the wall, giving Godzilla a prime opportunity. With victory within reach, Mothra preps to finish off Ghidorah, but didn't expect Ghidorah's vengeful counterattack. Ghidorah seizes the chance to power up via high voltage, instantly regaining strength, becoming a greater threat. In an instant, Godzilla also gets caught up, and the tide of battle shifts rapidly, waiting for a counterattack opportunity. All of this feels like a variety show. At this moment, Ghidorah leaps towards Godzilla, fixated on this moment of the giant resisting destiny. Everything seems to be concluding, but with a few moves from Mothra's battle partner, the situation turns again for a spectacular counterattack. Finally, the battle between Mothra and Rodan comes to an end, where the Queen lands a crushing blow, but herself bears severe injuries, ultimately just watching the fight unfold. Just then, Ghidorah gives a mighty push, letting Godzilla float into the cosmos, as if saying, "Sooner or later, I will defeat you." Missing subtitle, added subscription prompt. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to catch all the thrilling battles and exciting